Hey to whoever's watching, just something before the video starts. I haven't had any timestamps put in. I didn't put any titles into sections, so you know where it's at. But almost everything is covered in this video just because I've already beaten Skyblock, so I decided I'd make a video specifically on how to beat it because there was really not a lot of information out there when I started playing because we started playing the day it got released. And if there's anything I missed, just let me know in the comments. And yeah, if you don't want to watch the whole video and you want me to just reply to you, drop a comment. I'll tell you exactly what you need to do or why you're stuck. And yeah, enjoy the video, I guess. Hey guys, I don't know who will be watching this video, but I'm just doing this because I just beat Skyblock the other day and there's no real tutorials out there. Like, there's no playthroughs. They might like have a short video and show you how to beat it, but they skip a lot of steps. So I'm gonna do my best to give you guys the full idea of how to beat this, okay? So we'll start off with the easiest thing. The only thing you have to do right now is kill as much slimes as humanly possible. That is all you have to do. You don't have blocks. You won't get blocks for a while. But you do spawn in with a pickaxe, so if you want to, this is what I would recommend. You break some blocks down here and you collect some. You want to leave your surface as long as possible so you have more slime spawning, okay? So collect your blocks. Collect it, right? We're going to build out a bit. Just on either side, not crazy amounts. Just to have it like, so your slimes can spawn the entire time, you know? And I'm going to flatten it, okay? Now you don't have to do this, you can just leave it as it is default at the start and slimes will spawn, but I'm just going to level it because, I don't know, I like it that way, okay? And you need to collect every drop that it gets. See this lead? Lead is your friend. Lead or iron, whichever one you get in your world, that's what you need to collect. You'll get both actually. You need to collect as much of it as humanly possible, because you're going to have to build rails. Rails are going to be like your best friend in Skyblock. And it will take a while, but eventually like you'll save up enough. And rails, you get a lot to be fair, so it won't be too bad in the end. And now finally I have some grass seeds. So what you want to do is start planting this down because you're going to need wood. And to get wood, you're going to need trees. So for now, this is the best we can do. I will try my best not to use any items that are in my inventory, but I'll probably forget and use something random. But you want to kill everything here, look. More iron. And you want to grab you need every bit of slime. You need every bit of slime you can get. This is the best thing you can get. In here, you can now craft a slime whip or a slime spear. I would recommend getting the slime whip. The slime whip is your only weapon for a very, very, very long time. And with these cloud blocks now, you can build some houses. At this stage now, you know, you're doing pretty well. But now you're going to want to make your way down. Because this is where you actually need, this is how you get blocks. This is how you get your wood. Obviously you can get wood from trees, but this will be how you get your blocks, so you never run out. You get rope from slime. And you can use that rope to go down to the underground. The layers in this thing matter a lot. So if you want wood or dirt, you want to go to the underground, and if you want to get ores, you can get ores up here, but if you want actual like heart crystals and items like that, you need to go to cavern. I'll use that wood right now. I'll use some of it just to make it even longer. Here you go. Here's your dirt slimes. Anything that falls into the void, you're fucked. don't let it fall into the void. You won't get it. And that should be fine. Place some torches down, and as you can see now, we have some normal slimes, but wood slime right there, wood slime right there, and you already seen dirt slimes. So that's all you have to do is sit down here and farm this for a while. Dirt slime, yeah. So that's all you need for this layer. This layer is important for like the start of the game, but really you won't be coming down here at all for the rest of the game. Just to get your starting blocks. And then this is the most important layer for majority of the run. These will come in handy. If you get the traveling merchant, he sells this, or if you have a platform down here in the cavern layer, you'll get the Mr. Bones guy, the NPC that will spawn randomly, and he can sell this for anywhere between 10 to I think 15 gold. This is your friend right here. This is what you want to be using. You can just AFK, you do this, and you just tap it, and you just go. You don't have to touch anything. I'm not touching my controller. I'm holding R2, but that's all I'm doing. It's probably the best mount in the game. Not a whole lot of thought involved. And you just sit here, and I'll make a platform now, and then you'll start seeing enemies spawn in a second. I'll kill these guys. This right here. Look at this. You see this? Heart crystals. You will. They're kind of rare, but you will get slimes that have heart crystal inside them. You'll know because they're bright red slimes and you'll see it inside. This is important. This is how you get your heart crystals for the entire run. So the more of you, if you sit here, you might get like 3 an hour, maybe more depending on your luck. They're not very common, but they're not impossible. It will take you time, but it's worth it because, I mean, you need your hearts. So grab this. And at this stage, you're kind of just farming. Oh, here we go. You see right here, a mimic? These are very important too, okay? So what will happen is they will give you the loot you will find in cavern layers, in normal worlds, in chests. So you get mimics pretty hard right now. So come at me now. And you'll get like double jump, Hermes boots, climbing claws, and like maces and stuff. I don't need it, so I won't pick it up, but you guys will. This is how you get your equipment as well, start of the game. Get your robe, get your bombs. If you collect bombs, you get the demolitionist. So I will clear my inventory a bit. There we go. I don't need a zombie arm, but you guys will. Conveyor belts. Conveyor belts are also really good, because then you can make a farm in the middle here, and the mimics that will spawn will automatically come to you, instead of you having to run around and find them. So you can make a pyramid and kill them. So these, very useful too. Bone pickaxe, right here. Not common, if I'm being honest. Kind of a rare drop, but this is useful early game. 55% pickaxe power, not bad. And then you just keep killing. Cobweb slimes. That's how you get your cobwebs in the world. Not really any other way at the start. And you just sit down here and farm. But you're going to go left, and you're going to go all the way to the right and all the way to the left, looking for the only other island in your world, which is the Shimmer Island. You're going to need thousands of these, but it doesn't take that long, it's not that expensive, and it is worth it, so you can kind of get around. So I'm only going to build out a few here. I'm going to use up all I can. I won't make it, but then I'll fly off and show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so on this world, in this case, the Shimmer was on the left, okay? It's usually, if you go to the edge right here and you start placing rails and we go a straight line, you can see I didn't even go up or down here once. you will land on a shimmer. The shimmer is important, otherwise you'll get hard locked, or there's some items you won't be able to get. You need to go to the shimmer. After a while of killing mobs, you will get marble blocks. This is something important that I found out. For any other run, marble blocks are terrible. They have no use for anything. They are just another block. But in Skyblock, they will give you the weapon you need to defeat your first 1 or 2 bosses. And I know it sounds stupid, but trust me, it is the key to success on Skyblock. What you want to do is just make a little biome down here. Just a little biome. Place as many blocks as you get. And now you will start getting hoplites. What they are just gladiators. They're called hoplites, but they're gladiators, okay? And you're going to want to kill these guys. They will give you javelins. And they're the most useful weapon that you will get probably this entire playthrough. I'll show you why right now, watch. Right here, okay? So I just killed 3 of them, and I got 148 javelins. They do 20 damage, they throw really fast, and they have a 14% critical. Look at this. That's pretty good damage right there. This is what you want. And it pierces too, look. I can hold them off, no issue. And if you kill enough of them, you can even get the gladiator set, which is probably the best armor you can get for a really, really long time, truthfully. I think it's something like 15 defense and grants no knockback. It's really good. So you can just sit down here and farm. Look, another life crystal right there. But the javelins, you're going to want a lot of. So if you sit down here, you get like 3,000 javelins. It won't take that long. Hermes boots as well. You can take out the Eye Cthulhu easily with these javelins. That's what we did. It's actually very, very good. So basically, you come down to the cavern layer. You build a platform. You farm for preferably ores, javelins, hard crystals, and you can even get the armor from gladiators. If not, you can stick with gold armor. It's, you know, if you don't want to grind that long, it's fine. But yeah, that will be your main weapon. Right here is what you need. Skeleton. Bang! Roller skates. It's going to be the most useful thing you can get on this run right here. This is what you need. You can see I'm just sitting down here. I'm farming for my javelins. Bang! And he spawns in. You just go over to him. You buy 10 gold. Not that expensive. It will be all your gold at the time, but you'll get it back. And it is the most useful thing you can get for this run. It is faster than Hermes boots, and you keep momentum. So this is just me here like this, look. It's great. You need to buy that. Well, it would be a really bad example, but I will just show you for a little bit of proof of concept. Like, I have nothing on here, averaging quite a bit of damage. I don't really have to do anything. You won't have this pet, obviously, but like, it's not hard. You just don't get hit. And at this stage, you will have Hermes boots. You'll have iron skin potions. You'll have like some chips from the underground thing to grab so you can heal. And just use the javelins and stay afar. And obviously if you get Blood Moon, you'll get some like needed accessories. Like the shark tooth necklace is the most useful thing you can get probably at this stage. But anyways, when you do eventually kill him, which you will, Once you use your javelins and you have some armor and you grab an iron skin, you'll be fine. It's really not hard. You'll do good. It won't matter. When you kill him, you will get an altar. So where you place this altar is very important, because once you place it, you can't move it, and it will be needed. So it doesn't matter on this run. I will just place it wherever. Bang. And now you need to get corruption. So what happens is you open this, you'll get corruption seeds. That's it. That's all you needed. You now have your hard shield of Cthulhu to dash as well. And now you have a good accessory. One of the best accessories. You'll have pretty much the entire game as well. And now you can dash like this. And you have your roller skates. So say, for example, I have roller skates and dash, and I have grapple. Dash, 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 grapple, dash. Like, it's very useful. It would be the best way to beat any boss at this stage now. You're already pretty kitted. And yeah. I did just realize after recording this whole thing that I didn't show you guys how to fight the Goblin Army, which is kind of one of the most important things to do. But I will just show you real quick. I'll make it really simple, okay? You just do what I did here. You see these railings? At this point, you have a lot of iron. You're just going to go all the way out here, all the way to here, until you see a background change into the beach, okay? Then you're going to just lay out different layers of platforms and just move back and forth, and goblins will spawn. You'll kill them to get tattered cloth, and then you just go up to the guide, put it in there, and see how it's made. I think it's just 6 tattered cloth and either the altar or anvil or crafting table. I cannot remember which, but that's all you have to do. It's really, really, really easy, and that's it. If you don't want to wait for the corruption to spread, which is understandable, no one does, you can summon a blood moon from your previous blood moon, as long as you get a bloody tear, right? As long as you get one of these, you're good. You have to build some houses and get the dryad to move in, and then you can start it and just go over here, talk to her, and you can now buy corrupt seeds. You don't have to wait for everything to spread. You can just do this. I'll grab 300. Like, you know what I mean? You don't have to wait. And now you can go manually build your biomes, and you don't have to wait for ever and ever and ever for seeds to spread. All you have to do after that is get yourself some iron. Now, where iron is, I have no idea. Hold on, see if I can just smelt it through my chest this way. Yeah. That's all you gotta do. And you gotta get 1 empty bucket. That's all you need for now, okay? You just gotta get yourself an empty bucket. And then with the rope you've collected after killing all these people, you're gonna make your way down to hell. You're gonna make your way all the way down. I forgot to say, when you kill the eye, go separate away from your island, make an island, and put down your corruption seeds you get from them. And then just let that spread so you have a corruption island for later. All you have to do is grab a bucket and try pick up some lava. It's best if you do it in little sections with walls and stuff. It will be hard, but if you die, it's whatever. It doesn't matter. As long as you keep coming back, you're good. Right, now lava's contained, you grab it with a bucket. Get to the surface, and you make your way over to the shimmer, okay? All you gotta do is go to the shimmer. Once you get back to the shimmer, you throw your lava bucket into the shimmer, okay? You're gonna get honey at first, which is fine, that's what you need. And then you throw it back in, and now you have access to water, okay? With this water, you wanna go home, and you wanna build a little pond, okay? I'll just dig out a little hole. Now you're like, oh, it's just 1 bucket of water. But if you just make a little U here, hammer this edge once, okay? All you have to do, put your crosshair right here and spam it. Over time, you get infinite water. It will build up, and it will save you a lot of time going back and forward, okay? but that's just for the example. In this case, I have a infinite water bucket, so I will use this instead. But you're gonna have to do it the way I showed you. It doesn't take that long, but I rather just not spam. And if you want the infinite water bucket, all you have to do is do the angler quests, and then eventually you'll get one. It saves a lot of time. But once you have this, you want to just sit in it, or sit by it, and you can now turn your dirt blocks into mud blocks. So get as many of them as you can, and then head back down to the underground cavern there. Now, once you get all your mud blocks, I want you to build a big area. It doesn't have to be this thick, but it does have to be pretty big width-wise anyways. Like, okay? And what you want to do here is start placing down your jungle seeds. Because you want to have a jungle area built for later on in the game before it gets too hard for you to build it. As well as you need area for chlorophyte to spawn if you're planning on beating the game. So after you kill the mech bosses, you want an area for it to spawn, okay? Otherwise, you'll be totally screwed. So I have a bed here just to speed it up. Just to speed up how fast this will grow. It will take a long time. If you have a bed, you can also just sleep through it. It'll be a little bit quicker. It'll be 5 times quicker, actually. It speeds it up by 5 times. And then, yeah. So, right now we're just waiting for this to spread, and then I will be back. Killed a mimic down here in the jungle, and I have gotten a flare gun. So now, if you haven't got him at this stage by, like, say, fishing in the jungle, you can get a boomstick. That's how you would get the arms dealer, or you can kill a mimic and you get what I just got, and then you'll get the arms dealer. So now he can spawn, and then you can buy the mini shark, and later on craft the Omnix blaster if you want to, and all that stuff. By now, after you've built your jungle biome, you want to come up here and see that the corruption is spread. So now all you have to do is kill these guys until you get some rotten chunks, which I have here. And you just break the plants here, and eventually you will get corrupted mushrooms, which are right here. And now you need to get sand to craft into a bottle, and put the bottle on a crafting table to craft the Eater of World Summons. How to do this is you actually need to fish. So if you get an iron fishing rod and grab some worms, like say I had an iron fishing rod and I come across here and I break this grass, right? Right there, I just killed 2 worms. Try get a worm. And say a worm does spawn, right? When that worm or grasshopper or whatever spawns, you want to grab a net from the merchant and pick him up. And wait till nighttime when it starts to drop stars. You pick up the stars, you turn them into enchanted worms in your inventory, and then you fish. You'll get the extractinator from a wooden crate, and then from there you have to go to the shimmer. You have to go to the shimmer over here. Grab some of this obsidian on the side here, or you can get lava from hell and put it on your water here and get obsidian, and then put the obsidian into the extractinator to get sand, and then go to a furnace with the sand, craft glass blocks, and then turn that into a bottle, and then put that on the crafting table. And now you can fight the Eater of Worlds. For example, right? You don't want to break the shimmer because you're going to need it later on, but just grab the outside bits of obsidian. That'll be fine. Go back. You will get the extractinator from a wooden crate. It's kind of rare, but since it's from a wooden crate, it's not that bad. Put in the extractinator, get some sand blocks. Turn the sand blocks into glass. Bang. Then from here you craft your bottle. However you craft the bottle. I do not do this normally, but here we go. Craft the bottle. Put that bottle on the crafting table. Bang. Now you can craft your vial powder, which you need because you need it to fight the guy. You get 30 of it. You go to your altar. Now you can craft the Eater will summon. Bang. You head over to your corruption. You need the corruption background, which I do here. Spawn them in. Dead. It's not that bad. It's a little bit long of a process to just kill one guy, but if your corruption is bigger on that side, then you'll get more eater spawns, and then you'll get more chunks, and then you'll also have more ground to get more mushrooms, which then is more vile powder, and then you can craft more of the boss. When you do kill Eater of Worlds, right, or Brain of Cthulhu, it works if you have Crimson or Corruption. Once you do kill them, they will drop dungeon loot, okay? You will get 500 brick and about 1,400 walls. And they have to be cursed walls, okay? So all you want to do is go to any side of the world, wherever. You have to build a little area, just a little brick area, a little roof, whatever. Put your cursed walls, you know they're cursed if they have the little skull right here. Put your cursed walls down, and then leave, and then he should spawn at about 4:30 a.m. Once he spawns, you just have to wait till nighttime to fight him, and then you're good to go. You should make a bigger arena with a lot more platforms, and you can put down your, campfires for some health regen, and, make it a little bit longer. And at this point, if you did what I said and you killed some mimics and you got the flare gun, or you could fish in the underground jungle for jungle crates and open the boomstick, it's a 19% drop rate from them. Crates are hard to get, but if you have the time, you can fish for it. Then you're ready to fight this guy, okay? He's not that bad. He's not that hard to dodge. You just kind of got to avoid him at all costs. Then you get your Hell Forge, and now you're ready for hard mode. You can set up a dungeon farm. If you're going to set up a dungeon farm, I would recommend, well, not recommend, you really should, if you want the rewards, to go down into the cavern layer, maybe somewhere over here, just away from your previous farms, and set it up. You have to use up pretty much all your brick, and make it about, I don't know, 3 wide floor, and then make it as long as you can, and then stand in the middle and look where out of range is. So say, for example, here, nothing is going to spawn on my screen, but you can see on the left are where the house is. I would place the cursed walls somewhere around here and spread them out down this way, and do the same on the right side, and then you'll have yourself a dungeon farm. It's not that bad, honestly. If you just follow what I'm saying, it's easy enough. When it comes to defeating the Wall of Flesh, it's actually not that bad. Oh, I just found the Tavern Keep. You want to come down to Hell, and you want to build a floor and a roof. Judging by the height, you want to do, say you just build a floor here, right? Every time I've spawned him, he spawns kind of up high. So I guess you could build the floor here, and you can put the roof right here before it ends to the underworld, and then he's sandwiched between them. If you don't put a roof, he'll be way up here. You won't be able to get him. But if you do it like that, you'll trap him, and then it's easier to kill him. And if you want Hellstone armor when you are fighting them, you just come down here after you defeat Skeletron. These will drop Hellstone, as you can see. Not all of them, but some of them. They'll drop to anywhere between, I think 3 and 10. And if you do that enough and you save up your Hellstone, all you need to do is get Obsidian. And obviously, since you're down here farming slimes anyways, you can just pick up their lava in a bucket and then put it up there with the water that I showed you how to duplicate earlier. And then you'll get Obsidian. And then you can craft Hellstone armor. All you have to do is get the forge that you got from the Skeletron anyways, and then you're good to go. And all you need now is some hard mode armor, and you're chilling. When it comes to getting hard mode ore, all you have to do is come back to your previously built cavern spot where you were farming, okay? And I want you to try your best and build one of these. You don't have to add the water bit, but it's what I did when I was playing, and I mean, I found it useful sometimes because all you do is sit here, okay? Let me get rid of this guy so I can show you. All you do is sit here, and eventually hard mode slimes will come. Here you go. See this? It's it's kind of hard to get a lot of because they won't actually die to the lava. It's the rest of the mobs you want to kill so these guys can spawn more. So these guys will die to the lava, but then stuff like this, orichalcum and titanium, they won't. So you'll have to come out here and kill them. But by this stage, you have good enough weapons to kill them. And he dropped 9, and he dropped 11. So it will take you a while, but that's how you get hard mode ore. You can get titanium as well as adamantite, and then same goes like cobalt, mithril, orichalcum, everything. All of them. You get all ores. And all you have to do is sit here. And if you want to get more efficient, you can fish for titanium crates or mithril crates or pearlwood crates. You know, you can sit here and do both. So as you can see, we have adamantite, orichalcum, even a heart guy. Oh, and another one. And another one, you see? When it comes to fighting like the mechanical bosses, you guys don't need a guide for that. If you want to get the summons, you will get some from just farming ores down here, or you can go craft them. And if you, I think you need souls of night to craft them. All you have to do is build something pretty much exactly like this down here in the cavern layer. It's not that bad. I think it's like 300 corrupted blocks needed. So, but yeah, honestly, the mechanical boss is really not that hard. I fought them with shadow daggers from the upgraded version of Goblin Army. That's how I fought them, and it wasn't that bad. I didn't really die. I died. Okay, I died once, but you know, in general, not that hard. Okay. For you guys, it's like 2 seconds. That took. That's sometimes the issue with Skyblock is you just get unlucky. That took hours, like actual hours of my life. I cannot stress to you that took forever. But after building the jungle and sitting here for God knows how long, we got a bulb. We got a Pantera bulb. Let's whoop his ass. But yeah, basically, all you gotta do is get loads of mud blocks and sit here and let it spread. That is what you have to do sometimes. I mean, obviously, if you're doing other things like grinding gear, it doesn't really feel like that long, but since I already have good gear, it just took ages. Let's get it done. I better not die now. Type shit. Now, we are almost done. Almost. We're getting there. From here, all you have to do is come to a separate area, place as much of these blocks that you have down, make it just a 2x2, whatever, or too thick, and put the cursed walls that you get from the Plantera down as well, and you'll basically have a farm here. If I just sit here, you'll see things will start running at me. Yeah, you see now. Yeah. That's all you have to do. And then eventually you'll get a power cell, which I've already gotten. I've gotten 3 of, so now we can go fight Golem. Golem is really easy, just bang, get your power cell. Done. That's it really. You can make your beetle armor, and then you can come over here. Alright guys, I'm gonna end it here. Because truthfully, If you're trying to get the cultists to spawn to fight the Blood Moon, it's just all luck. Like I've been through like Discords, Reddits, Google, YouTube. I can't get it to spawn. Couldn't get it to spawn on my other world either. We got to this point, tried for like a day, wouldn't work. Not day Terraria time, like actual full day. Wouldn't work, so we just went onto a different world, grabbed the Moonlord summon and came and fought it. Because that's the only way we could get it to happen. It just won't spawn. If you guys figure out how to get it to spawn, let me know. But that will be the guide. If you have any questions, type them in the comments. And I guarantee you I will answer them. That's if anyone even watches and you get this far. But that will be the full guide. If you have any questions at all, just ask. And good luck.